Fuck you! Fuck you, fascists! Fuck you! Your mother's fascist! Fuck you! Fuck you, fascists! Fuck you! Fascist, fascist! Fuck you!
I'm on this side.
Fascist! Fuck you! You're one rapist fascist! What do you support? Genocide?
I recently attended the 2019 March for Babies, a pro-life protest against Dick Ears Daniel Andrews' decision to allow baby murder in Victoria. The turnout was good, as was the weather.
First person I run into.
I like your
Hey, yeah, it's advanced. Where are you going? Oh, you're at the front.
Racist.
Hey?
Maddie the racist.
White Supreme Pizza. Good on you. Just arrived at the march. Quite a few people here. Probably maybe about the same as last year, maybe a bit more. I didn't count last year either, so I couldn't tell you whether there were more or less people. There's a number of people here marching against baby murder, which is a good sign. It's good that people are actually standing up and saying that it's not okay to kill your babies, even if they haven't been born yet. Going a slightly different way today. So normally, last year they went up there, which is directly through to Parliament. You can't quite see it in this camera angle, but it's straight up that way. Everyone sort of walking in a different direction. Down Flinders Street. They must be doing a loop around instead of just going straight there.
I noticed during the walk to Parliament that there were only two colours of balloon, blue for boys and pink for girls. It must have been very triggering to the pro-murder communists who think there are actually 300 genders rather than the traditional two. I ran into Squeaky, who always comes to this march.
What's going on?
That's crap content. Give me good content.
We're marching for life. People were beeping and beeping at us, and I heckled them, and the cop told me to be quiet.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, a little earlier. And then Bernie Finn goes, no, we have to speak in love. And I'm like, I was doing that in love. So yeah.
Do you think that if women have the right to murder their babies, then men should have the right to abandon their babies?
I mean, I don't think either should be occurring.
I agree with that, obviously.
But in terms of the logic behind it, yes.
Well, yeah, if we're going to be logically consistent and have reciprocity within the law and equality,
exactly,
then that's what you would need to have. But obviously, we want neither.
Well, that's something that the comedian said.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, he pointed that. I pointed out that logical inconsistency a while ago.
Yeah,
because
well, many people probably have.
Yeah,
many men probably have.
Yeah, it just shows you how lopsided the law is. In that, for some reason, murdering babies is considered female reproductive rights. But if a man says, well, you know what, I didn't want this kid and runs away, he's the worst deadbeat ever. I mean, he is.
Wants to be a single
but he is, but she's also terrible if she murders her kid. So it's the same thing.
It's far worse abandoning your child than murdering your child. At least with an abandonment, you know the kid will get taken care of by someone else.
I don't know.
I mean, to a degree.
So this is a sign that says life equality, but I think it's okay, but I think it would be much better if it said life reciprocity, because reciprocity is a better word than equality, and it would work better because it's almost impossible to argue against reciprocity. Therefore, it's a more effective word to use.
One bit of new trivia I found interesting was that Daniel Andrews claims to be a Catholic. I guess it's just another lie to throw on his already mountainous pile of lies. As we approached Government House, a few murder supporters were yelling "fascist" at someone we probably all know.
It's Arby. Arby's in there. I'm on this side.
You're one rapist fascist! What do you support? Genocide?
Roswald.
Do you support the Nazis?
Support genocide. It's funny, she's like, do you support genocide? While she's protesting for the right to kill babies en masse. It's kind of funny. There she goes.
15 million babies are aborted with Australia. We're going to get you to cry. 15 million babies.
Yeah, when I was 20 years old, we were engaged to get married.
Yep.
And so what was amazing was that my girlfriend, she found my best mate, so she went to bed with him.
Yeah.
So we split up, you know. But what I didn't know that she was 3 months pregnant with my baby.
Oh no.
So she had an abortion.
Oh no.
And so that was, I found out a couple of years later that what happened. So my only daughter has been aborted 42 years ago.
Jeez, that's horrible.
And so every time I talk about it, I start having tears.
What a horrible.
And
See, that's the thing. It's they say, oh, it's about reproductive rights for women, but what about the rights of the father?
Yeah, that's
Why
right.
does the father not have the right to hold his own child?
That's right.
I mean, she doesn't. If she really wants to do, if she doesn't want to have a kid, then she could always give it to you to take care of on your own.
But she had an abortion. So another story I want to share with you. My mom, she had kidney failure, so they took out her left kidney of cancer. Her right kidney is the only one that's functioning. So the doctor said, if you don't have an abortion within 2 months, you're going to die, your baby's going to die anyway, so if you have an abortion, you got more of a chance to survive. So my mom said, I'll take that chance. I shouldn't be here. I should have been born 62 years ago.
That was you?
That was me.
Wow, that's a really good story.
Yeah, so I got 37 nieces and nephews, and I got three sisters. They have 9 kids each.
Wow.
What they do, they go to the abortion clinic with their little baby, and they stand right by the abortion clinic, and these teenagers are going to have an abortion. They see her baby, and they say, we're not going to have an abortion.
I can't tell which is which. Is that a protester? I actually can't tell. The pro-murder protest is just behind me here. Honestly, I saw the horses' butts and I couldn't tell the difference between them and the protesters. So it was a little confusing. They are booing and saying that they want to have the right to kill their own kids. But you know what? I think it's funny because they come out and protest and we just feed off their energy. They just give us more determination to just beat them and put them back in their place, which is, I guess you could say it's burning in hell or their mother's basement, whichever they prefer.
The Melbourne Proud Boys attended the march as well, and I asked them to say a few words.
What do you have to say to the guys behind this?
Behind this march?
There.
Oh, them.
Behind you.
Misled. Misled.
Well, yeah.
Get a brain, research.
Get a job, get a brain, do something with your life, have kids. How about have kids before you want to try and kill them?
Find out what the Proud
That's what
Boys
they want, to not have kids. They want to be able to sacrifice their kids to Moloch.
They came from a couple having love, didn't they?
Yeah.
Why don't they rekindle that and perpetuate the nation instead of being a bunch of bloody fools?
Do you reckon that they are happy their parents didn't have an abortion?
I noticed none of them have
Maybe not.
That's their logic, though.
Yeah.
If they want to be that...
Sorry to use that word in that same sentence, they don't have logic.
Yeah.
They don't think rational. Like they don't think what happens if they were aborted.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be here to protest this shit.
Well, maybe they just hate their own lives.
Yeah, that's right. They've got the right to protest, just like anyone on earth. They've got their right to protest because they weren't aborted.
Yeah.
Because their parents decided to keep them.
The pro-murder protest soon lost interest and walked away, likely to go home to their single mothers while the March for Babies attendees lingered and chatted.
Peace! And there's only 2 genders! Peace! There's only 2 genders!
Hate Phil Diggett. Hate Phil Diggett. So I bet this guy, Bill Muhlenberg, who Dia says is one of the greats, one of the guys that goes way back. He goes way back in the
And humble.
in the movement against certain acts that go against the natural order. Yeah, all of them. So tell the camera about who you are and
Oh, well, I've been with a whole bunch of the groups over the years, Family Association, Salt Shakers, Quadrant Magazine, IPA. I've got a thing now called Culture Watch, which is a full-time website.
I love it.
Which covers all the areas,
It
culture
does.
wars, you name it, I do it. So yeah, I've been doing that about 30 years now.
okay, fantastic. And so, what angle does Culture Watch take?
Oh, look, we simply look at culture. Mind you, I come from obviously a Christian point of view.
It's like Catholic or Anglican?
Oh,
or...
I'm a Protestant, a Baptist background, but you'll get a generic Christian view of things, whether life issues, human sexuality, all the issues, politics, culture, economics.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm a Christian and I call myself a Christian. I sort of refound God about 3 years ago and been working my way back to figuring out how I see myself within Christianity. And
he's still getting there.
And I hear God, I hear the Catholic side, and I hear the Protestant side, and I hear the Anglican side, and I just call myself basically a Gnostic because Gnostic is just knowledge. So I'm just someone who wants to learn and figure out what the truth is. And I think the way I see it, it doesn't matter what denomination of Christianity you are, as long as you follow the natural order and you abide by the divine truth of the universe. Because if you do anything or you believe anything that contradicts divine truth or reality or truth, then you are contradicting God. And you can't contradict God and call yourself a Christian.
Yeah, so look, it's a question of finding what that divine truth is and whether it's actually been revealed to us in the first place.
Yeah.
But the main thing, keep open, keep seeking, and keep seeking after the truth.
And we all know that killing babies violates the natural order. Yeah, it's murder. It's fairly easy.
You got it. You got it.
Love your neighbour, yeah. Love your neighbour even if they drive you bloody insane.
Are you filming?
I'm filming.
Yeah, okay. I've run into Bernie Finn, the guy who organised the March for Babies, and I did it totally on my own. I didn't need any help at all.
You can tell with the shirt, it's the shirt that's done.
To meet him, I got no help, especially not from Squeaky Dare. Anyway, thanks for putting it on and coming out and organising a day for us all to profess our love for Christ and the newborn children that should exist that now don't.
Well, you know, we've got a real problem in this country. You cannot keep killing babies at the rate well, you can't keep killing babies anyway, much less at the rate that we are. I mean, we're killing 85 to 100,000 babies in this country every year, and that is intolerable. I mean, people talk about tolerance. That is intolerable. I don't care what anybody says.
And Ros Ward, I didn't run into her. I walked past her. She was doing a little screening thing at the protest before, and she's like, "We want to stop genocide. We want to." They're literally supporting the killing.
What does she think abortion is?
She's killing 80,000 kids a year.
I mean, if you go to America and see the number of black kids that are being killed by abortion, more black kids are killed by abortion than are actually born.
Yeah.
If that's not genocide, I don't know what is.
One thing that's always obvious is how much prettier and more feminine non-leftist women are, especially women who are devout Christians. They are also smarter and more fun to be around. As the day ended, we noticed something interesting about the Treasury Gardens.
Just walking away and at the end of the protest or the March for Babies, just noticing how clean the grass is. Now compare that to the protests
in US
or even the climate protesters who seem to love the environment. They would leave the park absolutely filthy, but people who want to save babies tend to also want to keep the place clean. Just an observation.
In the end, it was an enjoyable day out, and it was good to see that so many people are willing to stand against child sacrifice, otherwise known as abortion. I hope you enjoyed the video, share the truth around, and I'll see ya when I see ya.